Yo, what's up, everybody? You tuned in again with Mr. Eric D. Window and the lovely Miss Panera. No, I'm just playing. It's Janera. I've been messing with her all night. And check it out. You chilling with Big A Entertainment and Town Crier. And tonight, we got a big special treat for y'all. So I need you to go get some popcorn if you're watching, because we got some special guests that's going to make you jump out your seat, move your feet, and move to the beat, if you know what I'm saying. So get ready for something special. We about to make it go down. Sit down and prepare for the ride, baby. Everybody, we back. And we about to get ready to bring out these wonderful artists that I know you all been waiting to see. Now, every time these guys' names is mentioned, see, before I even get to it, she starts smiling. We're going to introduce them and bring them up here so you can talk to them, but we're going to let her introduce them because I want to see how she going to respond when she introduces them. Here you go.
All right, ladies, we do have Banky W in the building, and we have Rotimi in the building. Very, very hot.
All right. Well, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Mr. Banky W and Mr. Rotimi. What's up, baby? How you doing, man? You all right? Chilling? Good to see you. Here you go.
Hi, how are you doing?
All right, I'm going to let you get this right here, and I'm going to move on over here. It's kind of crowded, y'all.
What is one factor that contributed to your success as a celebrity or a famed rapper, or some would say?
You go. I think being persistent, man, and dedicating yourself to the craft, you know, and being a student of it. So, like, for me, I was trying to balance music and college, you know, so I had to sacrifice a lot of the fun time. So it was just a lot of dedication, man, like having a good team behind you. So
yeah, I mean, I think he probably said it right. I think just not taking no for an answer and just sticking to it. Like, when you believe in something, like, no matter what the obstacle is, you just you stay the course, you know what I mean? You stay focused, you stay determined, you persevere, and you work hard. That's it. Like, I don't think that anybody who's on this side of the camera is that much more special than anybody else. It's just, you just work yourself into that position, and you just keep going, and you keep going, and you stay focused, and thank God now we're here.
Wow. That's real powerful, y'all, because a lot of times you have artists who haven't even accomplished the level that they have accomplished, and still you see the humility and you hear the wisdom in their conversation. So when you watch this, take from them the nuggets that they're giving you, man, because that was really, really powerful and deep what they said now. And I'm looking at my co-host over there. I know she got something to say. Go on and ask a couple questions.
Okay, my question for you, Banky W. Let's see. No, you shouldn't be nervous. Why would you be nervous? What are your inspirations? What inspires you to do what you love to do?
My inspiration for writing and for making music is really just life. I think life is the best teacher, you know what I mean? Like, the things that I go through, the things that I see other people go through, that's essentially what gets me thinking, and that's what eventually ends up as my music. So shout out to all my ex-girlfriends. Appreciate y'all. You know, if you ever happen to be watching this, you are, you know, you contributed to the story. So yeah.
Wow. What about you?
I think there's always a message that needs to be told, and exactly what Banky has said about experiences. I think the best way to get your music across is going by things that actually happen in your life, you know. So when it's a party or a breakup or anything, you know, it's best to just put it down, because most likely everybody's going to relate to something at some point. So I think it's just the people is my inspiration.
Now, I seen your video today, and I got to say it was hot, man. I was ready to get up and start dancing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, wow, it's jumping, man. That's real nice. And so, with that being said, like, you being an actor, you know, you on a major television network series regular, man. I know that's a big step itself, man, and I know that's an accomplishment. And with what you got going on in the big videos, how do you handle the fame? How do you handle it? What keeps you grounded?
Go ahead.
I got it. I mean, first and foremost is God, you know, and I also, because my parents were such a big influence in my life, they also kept me very humble and kept things in perspective for me. And I mean, just growing up and wanting to do this, you never feel satisfied with what you're doing. So you always want to keep pushing and pushing. So I never really pay attention to everything that's going on. So I just keep moving, you know. But I think it's a blessing. You know, so you can't take it for granted. So.
Yeah, I agree. Steve Jobs said, "Stay hungry, stay foolish." Right? Like, it's about just never losing that hunger, never losing that passion for what you do. And realizing that, you know, no matter how far you've come, there's always so much more that you can do, and there's always so much more that you can accomplish. And so you just keep looking at those goals, and when you hit some goals, you set new goals, and you just keep going like that. Like, it's just about never being satisfied with where you are. And, you know, as long as you continue to do that, you know, you'll continue to be better. But the minute that you get satisfied and you start thinking that, you know, you're the best things in sliced bread, that's the beginning of the end right there. So yeah, so we just stay focused, stay hungry, stay foolish, and keep doing what we do.
Every time y'all speak, man, it's crazy because you don't really see young guys that speak this way, man, and it feels good to see young guys, successful black guys, you know what I'm saying, making it, doing something, and able to say stuff that teach people, man. I appreciate that. Okay, now you want to check the Twitter page because we put on some Twitter, you know, to see if people want to ask some questions. So she gonna go ahead and pull it up and see what she got over there.
Fans do have questions for you. Okay. This is for both of you guys. Okay. How did you get started, like with music? Like what started, you know?
Okay.
As far as.
I'm gonna go first. That's how you like.
You have the mic. You got the mic. Hey,
okay. Hey, bro.
Hey, bro.
I've been working on that. Hey, man. No. How did I get started? I've been singing since I was a kid. Really, like growing up singing in church. I think every person in music started from the church, right?
From the church.
So I started in the choir in church and in school, and I was just always involved in music, like while I was growing up. And I just realized while I was in university that, you know, it's one thing to say, oh yeah, I love music. It's one thing to say I love to sing and all of that. But it's another thing to actually go about accomplishing your dreams. And, you know, they say the graveyard is like the richest place on the earth because it's full of ideas, right? That people who had great dreams and great ideas just die with them. And I didn't want to just wake up one day and realize that I'm already old. And you know how your parents be telling you, oh yeah, when I was young, I used to do this, and then there's no evidence. And I was like, you know what, like, it's one thing to say that I love to sing, but, you know, how about I actually try to do something? So I set up the label while I was in university and just started recording, and, you know, it's just one thing led to another, and now we're here.
My story. I've been singing since I was 6 years old, and my mom actually discovered that I could sing when I was in the shower. And at that point, like 2 weeks later, she had me performing at weddings, you know. So that's kind of when I realized that this is what I wanted to do. And it really hit me when I was about 15, and I performed at the Apollo. And the Apollo Theater in New York, you know, that's where like every legend has performed. So if you can hold your own on that, then, you know, it's something, you know. And I did pretty well. I came first. And that's when I realized that this is like my calling. And I just studied and I studied, and yeah, we're here now. So it's a blessing. Yeah.
She's looking up another question. Actual question. Okay. So with all the performances, like you just spoke, saying you've been singing since you were a kid, do you still find yourself getting nervous right before you hit the stage, or is it like normal, like, hey, it's like going to sleep, about to make me some cereal, you know, and just relax, watch some TV? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you still find your heartbeat beating fast at that moment till you hear them screams and everything? How does that feel, and what do you feel at that moment?
I mean, for me, I always get nervous before. I mean, you're confident, but there's always that feeling of you don't know any of these people. You know, they're new to you, and you know, so it's like you have to deliver every time. So I think like that makes you perform better because that energy is so electric, you know, it's like adrenaline. So you instead of getting scared, you get, you know, excited about it. So that's how I feel for me.
I think excited is the key, you know, like I mean, it's a blessing to be able to do music for a living, or to, you know, entertain for a living. And so every time that you go on stage, it's another chance to connect with fans and connect with people and share your story. And so I think probably a little bit more excited than nervous. Like, it's just, ooh, we get to go on stage, we get to do this again. Like, I don't know many people that like going to work every day, you know what I mean? Like, I love my job, you know what I mean? So every time I get a chance to do it, I mean, it's a blessing all over again. It's brand new every time. So
We're gonna take one more question.
One more question.
We know y'all gotta get ready to rock the show. You know, so we ain't gonna prolong y'all.
Okay. The next question is, what are 3 things you can't live without?
I go first.
Banky goes first.
Music. Music, definitely. My family. And I don't know what the third. God. That would be the third thing. Yeah.
Good answer.
Don't be trying to steal my answers, boy. You better say yours, and you can't repeat what I said. No, I'm just playing.
For me, I'd say definitely music, and I definitely say God as well, and family. So you can't go with
Yeah.
you know, outside of that, you know.
Yeah. All right, and there you have it, folks. You heard it from the great, the magnificent, the awesome Mr. Rotimi and Mr. Banky W. Let's give it to him now. Do you have a Twitter that you want people to follow, Facebook or something like that? Let's go and give it to him, and we can close on up out of here.
It's your boy Rotimi. You can follow me at Rotimi, Rotimi, Facebook.com/Rotimi1. Yep.
And on Twitter, my name is Banky W, BANKYW. On Facebook, I'm Banky W online.
That's it. All right, sounds good. Thank you for tuning in again. This is a Big A production, also Town Crier, baby. We're doing it again. We're doing it big 2012. Look out for these cats because it's going down. Peace.